Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with mudlarking finds. So I had the little vote thing on the community page and which craft to do, and you decided on another Frankenstein piece. So believe it or not, it's very helpful doing those votes because it gets me focused, because those 4 ideas that I give you are ideas that I've got to do, but I can never think of which ones I want to do first. So you're helping me out by telling me which ones you want next. So it's a Frankenstein piece. Now this one, I don't know if you remember, a while ago, Florrie of flow_finds off Instagram sent me a load of bits and pieces that she'd found. She'd sent me this little figure here, if you remember him, like a little figure, it looked like he was kicking something. So she sent me that little figure. Okay, and then there was various other things as well, but also this lovely head here. There you go, a little head. And I thought, when I saw it, I thought, oh yeah, it definitely looks like a footballer, that. It looks like he's kicking something. So I've got a marble, one of my clay marbles. You know what they look like. And I thought we'll use that as a football on there. Oops. If you don't lose it, use it as a football. I just got to, only got 1 foot, so we just need to mend 1 foot on there and stick his head on. And he also said, oh, I'll do him as a football, but he needs a net. And so when we were on Bottle Beach, last video or the video before, something like that, I found a piece of this, and I think it's only like barbecue grill, or I don't know, it's just a bit of mesh, but you know me and my mesh, I like my mesh. So yeah, I've got a bit of barbecue grill, and I thought, yeah, I could paint that, stick it behind as if it were a football net. I've also got some fake grass and various colours of paint. Okay, a little piece of fake grass. Oh, and of course dome. I'm going to put it in this round one, bit football like, and I'm going to put some writing on it. So let's get cracking. First things first, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the clay work, okay, and then while that's drying I can then do something with this. I can help this along with the drying by using my heat gun as well, okay, so we can get this job done quicker. Right, so first things first, let's do the clay. Might as well use this one. This is DAS, D-A-S, my go-to clay. If you haven't seen me before, it's the one that I always use. It's really, really cheap. Lots of people use Milliput. It's expensive, but it's good stuff. It's good stuff, but it's just exactly the job that I needed to do. Right, so first of all, I think I'm going to try and remodel his foot. Sorry, let me just move that out of the way, because his foot is missing off there. Right, let's have a look. He has got 1 good foot there, so I'm going to try and copy that one. You all know clay isn't really my thing, so I just sort of bodge it and make it look roughly like a foot. So I'm just going to put the clay on and build it up until I think it's got something that sort of resembles foot. I'm going to get some water on it just to help smooth it out a little bit. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, it's got something there that vaguely resembles a foot. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. Now I need to put some clay in his neck. I might need to build it up inside. I'm just going to see how it sticks. Otherwise, I could screw up some tissue paper, some paper to fill that void inside, just so I've got something to put the clay on. But we'll see how we go. Because this DAS is so cheap, you can just, you know, use tons of it. Yeah, I'm just going to fill that, I think. Like that. Okay, right, I'm just going to see about fixing that head on there. Right, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to glue that head on there. That is a nice little fit. It's a nice little fit on there, but I'm going to glue it. Okay, I'm going to just leave that to dry a little. I'm just going to put it on so I can see where it's going. Right, that'll fit nicely on there. I'm just going to leave all that to dry. Okay, and then we can give it a helping hand as well. We can give it a helping hand with the dryer in a bit. So the head and the body I'll put to the front. Okay, let me just get a wipe. Okay. Right, okay, next thing is I'm going to decorate the base of this. I can't think where I got it from. Probably, I'm going to say eBay or the range, which is a store here, which is online or in person. Okay, so just leaving the glass for now. I'm just going to concentrate on this, and for this I need my Decopatch glue, which is metal leaf size. Okay, I have no idea where my little ink bottle has gone. I've put it in a safe place like you do, so I'm just going to use it directly out of this. Right, so I shall put the glue on with this brush. And this is DJI Decopatch Gold Leaf, which is for the gilding. So gilding glue. Sorry, gilding glue, okay? Don't forget, even though probably just told you the wrong thing, the right glue for the right job, always. So I want to cover this wooden base in the gilding glue. And I'll say it again just in case somebody's new is watching. Don't worry if when you've gilded it you see there's bits that are missing, because you can do this process, you know, over and over again to fill in those gaps. Right, so that is the gilding glue on there. And so that it doesn't take forever to do, I am going to use the heat gun to dry it with. Okay, I'd say that was ready to gild. Let me just wrap up my clay. Okay. Right, and I will use my gilding tray. And somebody did say, have you broke your original gilding tray that you found on Snowy Dump? And no, I haven't. It's just that it was in a different place, that's all. And I just picked the nearest thing up. So we've got our gilding tray. That's going to collect all the gilding flakes. I've gone for one of my favourite ones, which is Autumn Leaves. This is Cosmic Shimmer Gilding Flakes. If anyone would like to write to Cosmic Shimmer and tell them I'm always plugging their Gilding Flakes, that would be very much appreciated. These are my go-to ones. I have used other ones, but the Cosmic ones are my go-to ones because they have a lovely mix of colours. Okay, right, so I'm going to sprinkle it on, might as well. Directly on. Got lots of lovely colours in there. Greens, oranges, golds, all sorts. Right, let's pat it on. This is going to take up a lot of my Gilding Flakes, but I think I do have another tub that somebody very kindly bought me. Go, as you know, just pat it on. First thing to do, and don't worry if any bits are missed. I say it all the time. You really can just go over it again. And then you rub it off once you've patted it on. The colours on this is beautiful. You could just paint this, obviously, if you've not got Gilding Flakes. You could just put some paint in it or varnish it and just have it with the wood. There's no rules that say you have to do it exactly the same. Right, that. I usually do quite small spaces, don't I? Quite small pieces with the Gilding Flakes, but let me show you what that looks like. Okay. Still needs a little bit more brushing, but look at the colours on that autumn one. That is beautiful. That is really nice. Looking at that, I don't even think I want to cover it with the green, but I need to show it's football, don't I? So I was going to cover the whole base in green, but I think I might change my mind and I might just put a circle of green in the middle. I'm not sure, just because that looks so beautiful. Right, okay, I'm just going to put the Gilding Flakes back in that tub and then we'll get on to the next bit. Right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to glue his head onto his body, okay? So that we've got a figure that we can attach the football to. Right, I'm not going to use the hot glue gun for this. I'm going to use this, but it's nice and strong. Hot glue gun is great for a quick fix, but for something you want, you know, to have longevity, use this E6000. Okay. This is fabulous glue. Okay, I think that looks okay, like that. I am just going to get the heat gun on it though, just to dry it a little bit quicker. Tell you what. Let me hold it on first before we get the heat gun on it. Right, let's hold him on. Right, now. I've given that quite a bit of a dry now. This glue does take a while to set fully set, so it probably won't be fully set till tomorrow, but we can work with it now because we have spent 5 minutes trying it with that. Okay, what we're going to do next. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut the circle for here. I've thought about it, and I've thought, let me just move that, sorry. I've thought, I don't want to cover it all because that is a beautiful colour. That has worked out really, really nicely. But I do want the grass to represent the football pitch. So I've got this circle little dish for size. That is perfect size. So let's pop him over there for 1 second. That is a perfect size. So I can cut that out on that size and we'll see what it looks like. I can change my mind if I wish. And also I think what I will do is I'll cut a hole in it to glue it on, because that is not going to hold glued onto a little bit of grass. I really need to get it attached on there. So I need a hole in the grass in the middle, because it's in the middle of the thing to put his foot on. So I'm actually gluing the foot to the base and not to the grass, because all the love in the world, that's not going to hold it very much. Okay. So let's cut out a circle of grass. This grass, I think I got from the Works, if I remember rightly. But you know, I've only got a few go-to places: the Works, the Range, Dunelm, and eBay and Amazon. Actually, it's quite a lot of places. Right, okay, right, I've got my grass. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like it. Yep, that's the effect that I want. Right, and I want it in the middle. Yeah, that hole needs to be in the middle. So let's get that cut. A hole in the middle. Let me see if his foot will go in, and it looks okay. Yeah, his foot goes in that, you can't see. Right, that's fine. That's fine. Right, how should we do it? How should we do it? Right, I am going to glue that on. I'll use my hot glue gun for that, I think. Okay, just glue in the base of this grass to here. Okay, that's a nice quick glue. Right, I might, just for quickness, I might just put a... No, I don't want it quickness, I want it to be steady. Right, okay, I'm not going to go for quickness. I'm going to go for long life. I'm going to use the E6000. I'm going to dry it and I'm going to leave it a little while. So I'm going to stick it on the bottom of his foot. A lovely big dollop of that, E6000. I'm going to try and prop him up. I'm going to get the heat gun on it. Let's just put that on there, see if that'll prop him up. Propping it up to keep it in place while it dries. Okay, I'm going to prop him there like that. I'm going to get the dryer on it. Just realised I haven't painted his foot. Not to worry, I can paint his foot. Like that, I can paint it, it's not a problem. Nobody panic. It's never one of my makes unless I do something wrong anyway, is it? So I'm just going to cover up the grass because my painting skills are probably not that great. Right, so I think, let me put some paint on here. So I want a little bit of brown, I think, for his football boot to match the other one, and a bit of pink for his leg. So this one's just Gel Brawn is the colour. It's just like a brown. Let's do that, a little bit of brown paint. It don't think it was a football. It was, or it could have been a football, but it was attached to something else. It was attached to something at the back there, and it was attached to something here where his foot is. That's why it's a little bit misshapen, his leg and his foot, compared to the other one, just because it was, I think, attached to something else. Broke off. Right, I've done that one. I'm just going to touch that other shoe up just so that it looks the same colour. So it matches. Right, and then I'm just going to redo his leg. Oh no, actually, you know what? The rust, I'm going to leave the rusty mark on his leg. There's a rusty mark on his leg and on his t-shirt. Okay, but he's playing football, so let's just call it mud. Okay, so we've done his shoe, and now we need to do the ball. So I think I'm going to paint the ball. And let's get some black, see if we can draw, oops, some lines or something on the ball. Okay. Black paint. Right, let's see. Right. Not sure how I'm going to do this. Right. Let's go for it. Right, let's move him out the way. I'm just trying to do it like, I don't know, like an old-fashioned football, leather football. It doesn't have to be that neat, does it? Okay, I've done that. Right. It looks all right. It looks all right. I've seen worse. Right, okay. Right, so we'll give that a second to dry. Right, okay. So I'm going to glue that on there, probably with a hot glue gun, I think. Right, mesh. Okay, I don't know where my white paint is. Right, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's get a bit of this very, very light colour, which is called buff. It's not white, but what can you do? What can you do when you've no idea where the white is? Right, so we'll get that. Nice big brush. Get something to paint it on rather than my mat. Alright, let me get the underside of my building tray. I'm just going to paint. I think it's, somebody said, oh god, the first time I picked some of this up, oh, what have you picked barbecue grill up for? And then left other things on the beach. Because, well, you know, I leave things and I take things. It's, you know, it's what I do. And this is something that I knew would come in handy. I've actually got a massive piece of this I got last time, which I had forgotten all about. Right, let's get this painted. Doesn't matter that it's not white. This buff paint is not that far off. It'll do the job. Right, okay, that's on. The hands and the mesh. So I'm going to get the heat gun on that. and I'm going to dry it, and I shall bring you back when it's dry. Okay, the mesh is pretty much dry now, so I'm just going to pop that to one side, because now we've got all our components. We just want to put them together in this dome, but I want to put writing on this dome. So we've got the little cricket, so why not? Let's do some writing on it. Right, let's open up the cricket. Let's see what goes wrong this time. I've got my little bit of vinyl that I want to use. Let me just get my phone. Open it up on the Cricut app. Okay, C-R-I-C-U-T, Cricut, Joy. I think some people say Cricut. Okay. Right, so I've got the Cricut Joy. I have got a little bit of writing on it, and it says Mudlarks FC. Okay, so let me just check the size on that. Right, how many inches is that? Yep, got 5 inches of vinyl, so we'll do it 4.5 inches, more or less, 4.5 inches. Mudlarks FC. Right, we're going to press make it. I know I say this every time we do it. So on a mat, Mudlarks FC, so I can see where it's positioned there. The vinyl needs to go down the long edge. So I'm going to stick the vinyl down this long edge here. Okay, press it on really hard. Don't make the mistake I did the other week, if you remember, and I didn't press it on enough. Okay, right, that's on there. Next. Now it's just got to find this. There it is, the Joy 86B7. Press that. Okay, go to all materials because I'm using vinyl. So you scroll down to get to vinyl, and I just do it on premium vinyl on this. I know it works. Right, so we need to premium vinyl. I'm going to stick it in. Okay, testing to make sure there's enough vinyl on there, and there is, so I can press go. So now it's going to cut it out for me. Okay, unload it. Now we have it written on here, cut out on here, sorry. So the next thing to do is I need to find my knife so that I can weed it. Right, I can't find a safe place. I've put my cutting knife, you know, it's in one of many safe places. Right, so I'm just going to use the end of my scissors. You can use any sort of pokey tool to get the vinyl off. These are nice sharp scissors at the end. The weeding is just taking off all the vinyl that you don't want. So that's the outer part of the vinyl taken off. I'm just going to take the middle of the letters out. Right, okay, then we need our transfer tape. Don't forget this is sticky, but not too sticky. Oops. So just cut a piece of that. As per usual, my table is just getting messier and messier. I'm just rubbing the vinyl to stick onto this transfer tape. Okay, there we have it. Okay, just close that up out the way. Right, we want to stick that on the dome. You know me, I don't like to put things straight if I can help it. So I'm going to put it at a skew width angle. Okay, I'm going to do it diagonally, just because then you don't have to get it neat. You don't have to get it exactly, perfectly straight. Okay, so I'm just going to place it on, and then I'm going to rub these letters onto the dome. There we have it. That actually looks fabulous. Of course it does. Right, what are we doing now? Right, we need to glue the football on. I'm going to glue the football on with a glue gun. Okay, I don't know if it's still hot. Hot glue gun is now heated up. Let me get the football, which is that's not that great. I'm just going to stick it on anyway. Right, let's stick it on any way we can with the hot glue gun, because we want it to be pretty instant sort of stick on there. Cool it down a little. It's on, and he looks fab. He's taking a shot. Okay, he's having a go. Football, okay. Right, so what have we got? Let me unplug that. Right, we have got, he's got his grass, he's got his football. We've got our lettering on there. I think we're almost complete. We've just got to get this in the background, just as like, let's pop it in. What should we do first? Let's pop it in the back. I know that's going to be the front where it's got the writing on it. Or let me show you. Did I show it you? Can't remember. Can't see. You can't really see it. But there you go. Diagonal. Let's try and pop that in the back of this. Like so. We don't need to glue it in place. This is just something in the background. I don't think we need to glue it in place. Obviously, famous last words. Right, you know what? That's it. It's complete. And yet again, another little gem. Let me turn it around so you can see it, so you can see what I can see. Okay, there we have it. Can you see him? This is, don't forget, this is a little figure that I got off Florrie. He was missing something to kick, so we've given him a clay marble football. We've given him a new foot. We've attached a new head. and we've got like some sort of football net behind it, and we gilded this bottom bit and put a little bit of fake grass on. Right, what do you think of that one? I think that one is amazing, and another good, quirky little make. Well, that craft was great, but it was very quick. So I'm just going to do another little extra craft, just to bump this video up a little bit and just to show you something else. Okay, right, so going back to the bag of stuff that Florrie gave me, there was an arm and another arm, a little hand with a little hand on it. Okay, so I've got two arms there. That one like sort of leaning on the hand like that. Okay, and the other arm, which is just sort of like that. Okay, so my idea was I have one of these oyster shells. Everyone knows the Victorians loved to eat their oysters. So we, for those of you that didn't watch it, I did a live when I had COVID and I had to do it by myself. And luckily, Florrie had sent me tons and tons of stuff that I could talk about. She sent me loads of little bits and pieces, and we sort of hashed a few ideas together. Whoever was watching the live, we sort of said, well, what can I do with this? Why didn't you put it on that? So this is another one that sort of evolved from that live, which is probably over on Ko-fi. If you wanted to go, it was done in January, so it's a few months old, but yeah, if you want to go over to Ko-fi, you might still find that live where I showed you all the bits and pieces that I was sent, and it showed me hashing some ideas out. So anyway, we've got a shell, we've got our arms, and I've just gone on the shelf and I picked off a marble. Might use it, might not. And also I've chosen a pink and some silver gilding flakes. Right, so first things first, I'm going to gild the back of this shell. Right. Oops. So let's get that done. Right, we've got our nice clean brush. Not very big, that one actually. I'm going to swap it for a bigger one. Otherwise we'll be here all day. So I'm going to gild the back of it by putting the gilding glue all over. So simple. I mean, how many times? Well, you know, if you go larking, you'll find them a lot. Let me tell you. But yeah, there is. You know, you can get them on beaches and things like that. So you know, you don't have to go on a Victorian dump. I have seen them on beaches. Right, there we go. So that I think is pretty much coated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, as per usual, get my little heat gun. And I think I said a few weeks ago, oh, you can pick these up for about a tenner. I think it probably was a tenner when I bought it, but now they're more like 15, 17 pounds. Had it a very long time. At time certainly just fly. So yeah, I said about £10, but they're actually about 15, 17 pounds. Okay, but well worth it because they dry things so much faster. I would say that that is pretty much dry now. So I'm going to use silver gilding flakes. These ones I was given the other week, so we'll use those. And let me tell you, this is absolutely jam-packed full. This is Nouveau gilding flakes, but what I usually use is the other. I usually use Cosmic Shimmer gilding flakes. Okay. So let's put a nice healthy wodge of that on there. Brush, nice dry brush, just pop it on. I've just gone for the single colour with this. It's just a very, very simple make. A little bit of transformation. Just using up a couple of fines. So press it on. Don't forget, if you're working near any computer stuff whatsoever, cover it up. I've got the computer covered, all the switches and stuff covered with bags, clear bags. Right, okay, let's brush it off. I'm just going to do it over here because it's getting very fine, this dust now. So I don't mind having to vac my carpet. That actually looks lovely. Okay. Look at that, that has come up beautifully. There we go, we've got that beautiful silver shell, and I'm just going to put, just going to carefully put these flakes back into that pot, if at all possible, because it's very, very overflowing. Okay, well, let me tell you, this room is now covered. Well, the floor is covered in flakes. So that's something to sort out another time. Right, we've got our silver gilded shell, and you know what? It looks amazing. It looks really, really beautiful. Right, but what I want to do is I want to paint the inside of it. So I'm going to go for this pink, just a pale pink. Might do something on top as well. I don't know. Just sort of winging it so we can get a second craft done. Something simple. Okay, nice clean brush. And this is acrylic paint, so Art Deco Extra Opacus gooseberry pink colour. That's just simple as that, really. Just a bit of coat of paint. Right, okay, so the inside of that shell is painted. It's now dry within a matter of a couple of minutes. It's really dries well with the heat gun, that. Right, and then we want to attach the long arm and the resting arm. Right, I need to see which arms are best going where. Just for a quirky little finish. Oh, I don't know now. Right, okay. Well, I don't know. Right, let me have a look at this and think, because I just need to figure out where these arms are going to go. Right, okay, I'm not even sure. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it on and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm thinking sort of this one here at the back and then maybe placing that one at the front to keep it upright, the one that's resting. Okay, so let me move that. So this long one sort of at the back like that, and then that short one there somewhere like that. So I might glue it on, then I might put a bit of clay around it, hide the gap, and then gild it so that it doesn't look quite so jointed. Right, let me have a go with this and see what it looks like. I can always prise it off with it being hot glue if it doesn't go very well. Okay, so that's the first arm there stuck on the back. So I want that arm to sit down like that. You see how it just folds forward, but I want the arm to be sort of resting arm, like a resting arm. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. Oops, sorry, let me move that glue out of the way. Okay. So at the front. Okay, so I want it to sit like that. I might just give it a little bit of a glue in place. Okay, and then I will cover with a, I'll either just gild it as it is with the glue, over the glue. I might just gild it over the glue actually when the glue's dry, just so there's not like a little bit of a gap. Right, so I'm just going to let, that's quite a big blob of glue, so I'm just going to let that dry and then I shall come back to you and we'll see where we take it from there, because there's not really much left to do on this. What I did was, while that glue was still drying, I just put a bit of gilding flake on the glue. So that's gilded. I gilded that bit of glue where the glue meets the shell. That's done. Right, okay. So there's my little trinket dish, but you know me, I've always got to add a little bit of something. So I've got a silver bee. I've got a big silver bee. So I'm going to put it on it because you know me, I like to do things with bees on. Right, so I'm going to put it on there like that, I think. Let me just check where it's going to fit. Right, okay, there it is. You may think it's the oddest thing you've ever seen, but this is the vision that I had of these broken arms. What else are you going to do with the broken arm? Right, it's simple. It's just merely a little armless, yeah, sorry I did that joke, a little armless trinket dish with a bee on it, and I haven't used that. I didn't use the marble, but it's for keeping marbles in. In fact, where are my other marbles? Any other marbles? There we go. Let's put some cod marbles in. Clear marble. A normal marble. Here we go. A little dish for keeping marbles in. Okay, there you go. The weirdest, most peculiar thing you've probably ever seen in your life. Oops. I'll put it down on here, probably see it better on this camera here. There you go. Gilded underneath. I've glued on that arm, which is like that, and the other arm, which is like that, on that side there. And the bee on there. Obviously you can paint it in any colour, you can gild it in any colour, but what a great idea to make a quirky, super quirky, let's move that out of the way, super quirky little trinket dish. I think that'll come in very handy. thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we put any videos up. And also don't forget, if you really enjoyed it, we have got the Ko-fi link down below which you can donate the price of a coffee to us, and we appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching, bye!